Yeah, what's up, YouTube? Llama here, and we've got some UFC 5. So, John Jones has officially been stripped of the heavyweight title. So, we're going to go ahead and start a new career mode here with the new heavyweight champion, Tommy Aspinall. See what we can do here. It'll actually be kind of interesting if we fight Jones in this career mode, because I want to say he's still the champion in this game. So, let's go ahead and go to heavyweight after I turn my headphones down. Give me 1 second. Did not mean to hit search, but whatever. Alright, let's turn that down, and then let's see what Tom Aspinall is. I actually have never fought with him in this game, so let's see what his stats are. It doesn't show us the stats, but he's 6'5", 256. His base is MMA, which is good. And what I'm going to do is play on hard, and we're going to do a thing here. I have not played this game in a few months, probably like 3 or 4 months is the last time I touched it. We're going to do no resets, so if I lose a fight, it is what it is. We're going to keep going. I'm not going to do that whole fucking thing where I reset it, and we're going to try to embarrass John Jones and kind of get the legacy Tom Aspinall wanted to have going on. And when I do the training here, what I like to do, we have the backyard fight, but I was going to say, I like to pick one base for training. I'll pick wrestling, do all the training, and then just simulate everything. So the early on videos may be a little boring, but I wanted to show off everything. So I have no clue why, but in this backyard fight, like, the opponent doesn't have any health at all, so you should be able to knock him out with 3 or 4 shots here. So we got a fat black guy refereeing for us. And we both threw kicks at the same time there. Drop him. Go to the body. Uppercut. I want to go for an overhands. Go back to the body. Left hook. There we go. Alright, so like I said, that fight for some reason, it's just like supposed to be super easy. I have no clue why. But quick little start there. Let's actually turn the volume down a little bit more because that shit's loud as fuck in my ears right now. And yeah, it was kind of interesting with John Jones. So if he would have retired after the Stipe fight, he would have had one of the best legacies in MMA. He could have went out at MSG as the champion with a president there. It would have been a fairy book ending for him. But instead, he's like, you know what? I want to keep fighting. He wastes a bunch of months, and what I legit thought was going to happen, I thought he was going to fight in November or December. I was like, he's only going to fight one more time and then retire. He's going to take an entire year off, not fight till the next MSG card or the next December card, which is in Vegas. But no, he decided to retire, and then it came out that he got like another possible DUI in New Mexico in February, and it just came out. So I think the UFC was kind of already sick of him, like, with the timeline thing. And then they're like, you know what, dude? We got news of this new DUI. Like, you either fucking sign up to fight right now or we're going to strip you. And he's just like, well, I'm going to retire. So, John Jones is one of the better fighters of all time, but his legacy is tainted with all the failed steroid tests, all the cocaine. Like I said, he ducked Tom Aspinall, and he could have went out as the greatest ever if he just would have not been so arrogant. But let's see. They got Tom looking like he kind of looks like Shane Gillis in this game, dude. He's got the bit of a daywalker vibe, I guess. He looks like Uncle Danny from the Netflix special Shane was talking about. Alright, let's hype this fight up. Do a local radio interview, do some posts to social media. And I forgot to do it now, but I'm going to play some Spotify music in the next one. I know anything good gets copyright strike, but my buddy's got... he's like a white rapper, and he's actually oddly good for white rap. You wouldn't think so, but I'm sure his shit's not copywritten, so I'll play that in the next video. So there are 10 strikes. These don't have to land, so I'm going to try to block this guy's takedown, knee him in the face a few times, and those do count as strikes, so we'll take it. Back off. Oh, he got me down. Shit. Alright, let's get back up here. Alright, what's the next one? Takedown and move to full guard. It's kind of the hardest, but there we go. Usually if you go for a double leg, you can get them in full guard. Land strikes from full guard, so we're going to go up here. And I'm going to hold the right trigger, and I'm going to look to block his next escape, because we got about 2 minutes here, so. Alright, I lied. He's not going for anything, so we're going to see if we can land these 2 punches here. We do. I'm going to hit the start button. I'm going to hit end sparring. We get an A in it, but I'm not going to make you guys watch all that boring shit. And for the actual fights themselves, I usually do wrestling to start it, so my guy doesn't get too much damage, but we'll make this interesting, and I'm just going to try to stand up for the entire thing. So I got 64 points. We're going to go ahead and spend those now, actually. I go to next week, and then we're going to go into Fighter Evolution. And I always like to train his wrestling. Like I said, for sparring, I legit just do wrestling and get all those trainings done just so I can simulate once we kind of get into the UFC here. So let's go ahead and upgrade the takedowns. So we are at 3.5 for those, and we're going to do some more sparring. Sorry that these parts are kind of boring, guys, but what are your thoughts on Jon Jones? Like I said, I think he's one of the better fighters ever. Now, people were saying that steroids take you out from the GOAT conversation. I think Anderson Silva was the greatest fighter ever, and he did pop for steroids, but it was after he had that crazy leg snap against Chris Weidman. So, I don't know, I still think Silva or GSP. I don't know why it took me so long. I'm trying to concentrate on two things. I would say Silva, GSP, and then Jon Jones. In my personal opinion, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's just Jon's had so many failed steroid tests. That's why I can't put him up at number 1. DC was great too, and DC actually probably, if he had, so he didn't want to go to, or he was a heavyweight, and then he went down to light heavyweight because his buddy Cain Velasquez was at heavyweight, and his other buddy Luke Rockhold was at middleweight. But if he actually went down to middleweight and got on a consistent diet, I think he could have been like the best middleweight ever. But I don't know, I've seen like old embedded videos where it's like DC right before a fight, and he's drinking fucking like 3 and 4 Pepsis with his breakfast, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, even when he did the weight cuts, he still had a fat little belly on him. So, DC, if he actually prioritized eating clean, I think he could have been the best middleweight ever. But he was one of the better light heavyweight fighters ever. Definitely a top 10 fighter, maybe even a top 5 in a lot of people's minds. Oh, and I forgot about Demetrius Johnson. I actually have been watching his YouTube channel a lot, and he's pretty good. But, I don't know. I just feel like the competition wasn't really there in flyweight. It's like women's MMA now, where like the highest level is good, but like below that, it's just kind of subpar in my opinion. So I don't know. Like I said, I'll watch like women's title fights and women's top 5 fights, but if you're watching unranked women, like for one, Dana, please stop putting those on pay-per-views. It's one of the reasons I steal them. That and the fact that they're $80 fucking, but it's just like very low level MMA. So do some more training here, and I am drinking a nice cold Coke Zero since it's like fucking 100 degrees outside right now. Speaking of weight cuts, I'm probably like 15% body fat, and I'm trying to get down to around like 12, so that's why I'm doing the no sugar thing. It's kind of hard. Pop was honestly the hardest thing to cut out, but once you get used to the no sugar taste, it's not bad. You can just drink as many of these fucking things as you want to. They might bloat you up a little bit, but you're not going to gain any body fat with them. What are we, there, ground and pound entry. I need to actually read and stop talking. Going for a guillotine. Fuck that pussy. We're going to get the top mounts. Gonna go into it, land some more strikes, and I swear this was the challenge I just did, but whatever, we'll do it again. And if you hold the right trigger, it kind of shows when they're trying to get out of anything. I know this game is pretty old. I don't know if they announced the UFC 6 or not yet, but I really like the UFC games. I just don't like in the, so I'm using the legacy controls here if mine look different from yours. So if you know the settings, you can change them to legacy. I don't believe you can do that in online. You have to use like the dumbed down controls, which I hate, so I don't really play online at all. Alright, so we got 100% on that one, so let's go ahead and end sparring. And then, since we got some time to kill here, what did everybody think of the Jamal Hill-Khalil Roundtree fight? Like, Jamal Hill is another guy who just is not in that good of a shape. And I know he was the champion, but I don't know, man. I don't think he's that great. He's definitely a top 5 light heavyweight, but, like, I don't think he's that good. I don't want to say he got fraud checked like a lot of people were saying, but he's just, I don't think he'll ever touch that title again, in my opinion. And then the heavyweight division is actually pretty shallow right now. I can see Tom taking 3 fights a year. I just want to hold both triggers down, knee this pussy in the face, let off. Come on, dude. One more knee to the face, back off. Move to north-south, which is, I don't even see what this challenge was, okay. But we get a nice side control there, so that's an easy transition. And then just throw strikes against him. I can actually throw these standing, I think, so I'm just going to keep throwing these. These don't even have to land, I just pretty much have to throw them. Knees count, so I'm going to try to knee him in the face to get him off of me. I don't want to knock him out, so I'm going to be careful of that. Oh, and he landed a nice takedown of his own there. So we got almost 2 minutes to work with. Little wonder, rather. So let's get up. What's the last one? I'm not even going to attempt full guard sweep. I don't know how to do those, so I'm just going to end it. We'll take the B there. If that challenge comes... comes up again, I can simulate it at a B overall, which is honestly good enough for me. I do most of the challenge, but there's a few funky ones like that one that I just like skip every time. I want to say there's like 3 or 4 that I just always skip. Yeah, International Fight Week is coming up. We got Ilya Topuria versus... I don't have enough points for that. Alright, we'll promote the fight then, I guess. Ilya versus Charles Oliveira. It's going to be a good fight. The biggest thing will be, can Ilya have knockout power when he goes up to 155? Because Charles Oliveira gets hit a lot. So, I could see Ilya knocking him out, and I can also see, if he doesn't have the power there, Charles surviving it like he did against Poirier, and kind of getting the fight to the ground. But I think Ilya. If I had to bet, I would say Ilya by TKO in the later rounds, but we'll go ahead and see. And what the fuck is this hairdo on this fat Mexican? Alright, if I beat this guy, ICE should deport him, because that hairstyle is horrendous. I ain't even know I'm making ICE jokes. I think Trump's kind of a bitch right now for fucking getting us into another war, so don't take it personal if you're a liberal. Leg kick. Now I need to finish in the first round here to get a UFC contract, so we're going to block those to the body. I know I said I'm going to stand up, but I may have lied. I may take him down just in this fight, though, just because I want to finish in the first round. So let's hurt his face a little bit here. And the kicks are what I'm going to be using here, too, to set up these hooks. Uppercuts are great, too, when they go for takedowns, if you time an uppercut. Oh, he caught me in the face with that one. This guy's not a bad fighter. Looks like I'm getting deported if I fucking can't finish this one. There we go, side control. Alright, this is kind of cheap. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go into sad saddle and just kind of elbow the shit out of him until I win this fight. And then the other fights, I will actually not use this cheap technique because I want to get my stats up, so I don't want to finish them super early. But this is the cheesiest way to win fights. You kind of just take them down. You use this. Oh, if he's trying to cage walk. Get back down there, bitch. This, and then once you get the crucifix, it makes it even easier. Because if they somehow get out of the crucifix, you go to the side saddle position. He's not cut open yet, though. Come on, Tom. Maybe we should have worked on our ground elbows. Alright, there we go. He's busted open. We got 2 minutes to work with. I could finish him. Seeing if he's going to try to get out, but it doesn't look like it. There he's trying. Alright, now he's going to get desperate because he's in some pretty solid damage. And we got a minute, so can we finish this fight in a minute? There we go. Alright, cool. So it took us 4 minutes to finish that guy, but like I said, he's going back to Mexico, and we are going to the UFC. That's Shevchenko's chilling in our locker room? Okay. Alright, so he had 16 strikes off on me, which isn't bad, so I definitely need better punching power. And I need to not be so careless with the kicks, because he was kind of catching me and I was throwing shit, like, just like crazy there. But we got a UFC contract. We don't have to go to the minor leagues. We are up in the UFC, so accept the first fight offer you receive. Cool. Watch them give me fucking, like, Pavlovich or some fucking savage as my second fight. And I don't know if anyone played UFC 3. I think that had a better career mode, honestly, but, like, the physics and stuff are just so much better in this game. It's hard to, like, go back to the older ones. But, like, you would just go in, choose your training camp, and then you could just literally, like, simulate everything. You actually didn't have to, like, play the training, but I guess they want people to learn. So stay standing, land double legs. Seems like an easy challenge, so go ahead and do that.
The most successful takedowns in collegiate wrestling are the most successful takedowns in MMA. So that's all we're gonna drill today.
Alright, so stand up. Oh, I gotta do it 10 seconds straight. That's stupid. Alright, well, I'm standing, bro, so don't count that as down. So I'm just gonna hold on to him here. Some of these stay standing ones are kind of annoying, I can't lie. Land a double leg. Hold side control, so we got a half guard. Go to side control, hold the right trigger here. Like I said, I'm using the legacy controls, guys. So if you want to kind of do this, just switch your settings to legacy. That's done. We get an A, so go ahead and end that. And what is the next UFC card? I know it's 317, right? Let's check out the full card here to get some predictions. What's the full UFC 317 fight card? I'm using Grok here, just because I think ChatGPT is kind of gay, created by the Jews. So, Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. I'm taking Topuria by KO in that one. Flyweight title fight, Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. I actually don't care too much about that one, but Pantoja's a beast, man. I'm going to go with Pantoja. Alright, actually, I take that back. Grok sucks, because it says Dracus Duplessis is fighting Kamzat, and Whitaker is fighting Caio Barhalho. Dude, this Grok? Alright. This is why I don't trust AI, bro. It's giving me the completely incorrect fight card. Like, I know Costa was supposed to be on the card, and he, I'll throw body shots. Can't talk and fucking block. I know Paulo Costa was supposed to fight on the card, but he, pulled out. So I think they moved Peyton Talbot up to the main card. There is Beneil Dariush versus Moicano, which will be a good fight. I think Dariush is like, I don't know, he just had a bad run lately. But he's still a really good fighter. It's just he's getting up there in age. Bro, this guy's a fucking beast grappler. Let's actually pay attention here. Alright, so again, these don't have to land, I just have to throw them. He's going to try to take me down, so I'm going to back up. Gonna stuff that. That's not what I wanted at all, game, but okay. There we go. Take down and move to half guard. Get you down, bitch. Move to half guard. Probably hold it for like 10 seconds. 3 seconds, not bad.
Good. Moving on to the next one.
Alright, move back to half guard. I'm going to hold right trigger, wait for him to go to something, block it, and then I'm going to go up just so it kind of empties his stamina bar out a little bit. Same thing here. I only got to land one more punch, so I'm going to block that. Go up top. We're going to come on the opposite side here. That's an A. And always make sure you guys hit end sparring, because if you hit quit, it quits out and doesn't save anything. But if you hit end sparring, it just like eliminates the time remaining, if that makes sense. You still get an A for that one, but if you quit out, you don't get it. Alright, let's check out the fight card on the Google. What is the UFC 317 full fight card? Alright, so fucking apparently Google AI can give it to me, but Elon Musk can't. Elon, fix your shit. Stop doing ketamine or whatever you're on, my guy, and AI working. Brandon Royval versus Josh Van. Again, it's a flyweight fight. Van has a lot of hype behind him, but Royval's actually favored in that fight. I don't know. I'm probably going to go with Royval, my honest opinion. Stuff that. Get back up. And then since we're on YouTube here, what are your guys' favorite YouTube MMA podcasts to watch? So I actually am a big fan of Bisping's. I listen to his at work a lot, and I kind of like to watch it too. I'll usually just toss on podcasts sometime for background shit, and I actually like his... Oh, land single legs. Alright, let's get back up. Paul Felder has been a great addition to Bisping's podcast. Anthony Smith just like ghosted him too, which is a fucking shitty thing to do. Smith is also not that great of a fighter. Like, he always talks about how, like, on paper I'm the fucking best, and it's like, on paper you're the best, but in real life you lost like 30 of your 50 fights, bro. You're like barely a 500 fighter. What is happening, dude? Get off the cage. Alright, I don't know if this game's glitched out or what, but I just cannot get out of this position. Dude, just take me down at this point, man. I'm just not going to hit any buttons on my controller and see what happens. Alright, this shit is fucking retarded. What is happening? Alright, well. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through this. This shit's retarded. We'll just end that sparring, and if it comes up again, we'll do it. But now you want to break once I quit. That's something they could work on for UFC 6. When they're against the fence, that kind of shit shouldn't happen. That and then, like, you always see the gym background. It's the same background every time, the same posters. Like, can we maybe update those with something a little bit better here so it's less repetitive and less annoying? Alright, go back into sparring. Throw body strikes, land double legs. Seems easy enough, but I don't have enough points, so let's go ahead and hype this fight up here. Predict the fight. I'm going to say I'm going to knock him out in a second. Post to social media. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, podcast. Bisping is good. I tried to watch some of Is it Josh Thompson? It's not bad, but it's not like good at all. Like if YouTube auto plays it, I'll listen to it, but it's nothing I'm like searching out or adding to my podcast library. Mighty Mouse actually has a pretty good one. That MMA Guru guy, honestly kind of funny. I like didn't really know too much about him, but I watched some of his shit with Mighty Mouse, and like I can't hate on the guy, man. He's like just fucking around in his basement. He's got a bunch of subscribers, and he's getting like more views than Ariel Helwani, so good for that dude, man. That's what I kind of want to start doing next. If these videos get popular, maybe I'll start a like a secondary channel or something where I can just cover some MMA shit. Because that dude actually had like Dreykus, Duplessis, and a bunch of like good fighters on his. Bro, if the same shit happens again with this fucking cage. Back up, Tom. You just need one more punch. There we go. Take down. Got a half guard. Like I said, guys, these training videos are boring now, but in the future I'll be able to simulate all these, so like the rest of the video series probably won't be as bad, so you can stick out 15 hours of boring shit now. You can stick out a few boring videos that'll get way better. I hate when people do that about TV shows. I was trying to watch Ted Lasso, and I was just like, this fucking shit sucks, man. And I looked online, and people were like, if you can hang in there through the first season and a half, season 2, the end of season 2 is where it gets good. I'm like, I am not giving a show 20 hours before it gets good, man. If it's not good within the first 2 episodes, usually not the first episode, I'm fucking bailing. Ah, shit. I, like, canceled out my own thing there. Oh, shit, I didn't see the time. Land one, you fuck. No, we got a B. Ah, dude. I was screwing around too much and did not even get that challenge done. That really sucks because it was an easy one, too. Alright, continue. I may just... I'll do one more of those and just go straight to the fight. Sorry, guys, this shit's so fucking boring. Oh, we don't have enough things. Alright, we'll just go straight to the fight. And then we're going to wait. We're going to upgrade ourselves after the next one. We get Eddie Thompson, who I think is he a made-up fighter? He's 25-10. Like I said, I know the heavyweight division is shallow as shit right now. It's kind of weird because Tom's already beaten like all the top contenders. Got Chinese Kelvin Gastelum in the locker room with it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, Jones was the only contender like he hadn't fought, and like, yeah, you don't see a Guido haircut on a black guy too much. He's like, he should be on the Jersey Shore. Looks like the Black Pauly D, bro. Alright, so let's see if Tom can have powerful hands like he does in real life. This guy's hitting me, though. I'm favored. He's got the blue tape on, so... That was a nice kick. He almost kept me again if I didn't land that jab. He's piecing me up, bro. Get off the cage. I hate that shit. This guy's got some hands, man. Elbow. I gotta start putting these kicks in here, but I don't want to leave myself open because he's hitting me pretty hard when he's hitting. And he gets us down, shit. Alright, we got his back. I know my grappling stats aren't good enough to finish him, but I may go for a rear naked choke here. No, he got out of it. Alright, let's take his back. And even if I don't finish him this round, I can at least wear him down. Alright, let's go for the choke here. And that's going to get us some fighter evolution points too, just going for submissions, which is pretty good. It's kind of what we wanted. Like I said, I'm not going to try to take them down, but if they take me down, then I'll fight them on the ground. And then he turns his back to us. He's going to get out of it. Alright, let's get a side control. We're going to try to get back to that sad saddle position that we had. Or saddle, I don't know why I fucking say it's so weird. Try to get back to side saddle like we did in the first fight here. See if we can cut him open. I should probably work on my ground strikes too, just because these elbows should be cutting them open and they're doing nothing. But all these blocking his attempts to get out of this is going to help get me fighter evolution, so we can upgrade our guy a little bit easier too.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. The swelling is starting to show. He has been beaten up from the top. He has got to move.
Alright, block that. And I'm content with just hitting him here. Get our BJJ reversals up. Like I said, once we get our wrestling better, we get a crucifix, and then if he gets out of the crucifix, it's side saddle. So this makes this position even more overpowered. Although he's doing a good job of getting out of it. He keeps making me reset from fucking side control every time. Alright, I'm just dropping some fist here, just since there's only like 4 seconds left. I'm cool with holding him down. I think we won that round just with the amount of control we had.
Alright, so now this damage really bears watching, right? His face compromised, and you gotta think it's gonna start affecting his health.
His face kind of looks good for how many fucking shots we landed to him there. He's got a bit of a hematoma, but he didn't get busted open or anything like that. This guy's taking more loads to the face than Bonnie Blue and Kamala Harris. Oh, and he caught me with a hook.
Nice job on defense to block that punch, champ. Oh, rips the body.
This guy's a good boxer, or am I just that bad at boxing? He stunned us. He went for an elbow. Oh, he got us with that second elbow. Alright, he went for the takedown. I'm cool with holding him here because I got stung on that one. As you can see in the bottom right, we got that little like health thing on us. There we go. Perfect transition. Block that. And I drop a few, and then I hold the right trigger, because I know he's going to try to get out of this at some point, and I don't want to let him. I want to hold him in this position for as long as possible. Oh, and did we finish him? Alright, sometimes when I don't think I'm going to get the finish, I'll like jump back down into mount, but it gave us a finish there, so second round finish, not bad, that's what we predicted, but I could have did better. I was getting fucked up in the stand-up, let's be honest guys, it was not the greatest fight, but whatever, we win, gets 6,000 fans, that's it. Looks like we're fighting on the prelims, half-empty stadium here. So we outstruck him. He was 1 for 4 on takedowns, but we held so much control. Let's see what the judges gave round 1. So they all gave us round 1. Okay, cool. How long is this video? 28 minutes. I'm probably going to do one more fight, maybe 2 more depending on it. But I got all those fighter evolution points too. We got 150. So let's spend those. And then I'm going to bank whatever I get in training this time. I usually don't like to spend them all at once. I like to save up like 150, 200, and then spend them then so I can get some major upgrades. Tate Navarro with a pedophile mustache. Let's take this guy on. So I am actually going to sign a sponsorship, because I did some career modes. If you don't sign a sponsorship, it takes so long for them to give you a title fight. So Grappler's Grub House, yeah, why not? And then let's go ahead and go into Fighter Evolution. So definitely want to work on... Our health is pretty good here, so let's do... punch speed, get that up to 3 stars. Punch power, we'll get up to 3 stars. Let's get our footwork to 2, head movement to 2, accuracy to 3. So 2 stand-up stars. The grappling sucks and the health is at 3. So we definitely need to work on the stand-up. And we could simulate that one, thankfully, so you don't have to watch me do another boring training. can simulate that one. That's like why I said that's why I always pick one and just go with them, because it gets you out of having to like do all that shit all the time. Like if you do boxing and then switch it to like wrestling and all that stuff, like I don't know, it just makes the career mode take way too long in my opinion. Alright, so we don't have that much money, so let's just apply an ice pack. 7 G's for a fucking ice pack, really? Any tip throws? I don't. That's one I'm gonna skip, and this one I can simulate, which works out. Like I said, there's a few that I always skip, and that was one of them. I think the next one's one too, because it said pull guard. And there's some makes the career mode start like picking up when we do it this way.